welcome to the chaos. If you're new, my name is Tanya, and this is my Flosstube channel, Little Kitten Stitches, where I like to enable others and all things cross stitch and crafty. So let's begin. Today is October 7th, a little bit later than I would have liked, but it is what it is. I'm a procrastinator, and this is Flosstube number 8. So in this video, we'll have a look at the progress I've made in my whip since my last video. And I've also got some new starts, some finishes, a UFO, and of course, go through my whips and wipgo updates. So let's get right into it. Alright, let's get into the fun part, which are some finishes. So I've done 2 very small finishes. These are the gifts I'm going to do for a couple coworkers for Christmas. So these are the Nightmare Before Christmas, and I just really finished those up. My next one I'm working on is 0 for my travel whip. I don't have it with me. Yeah. Links to all patterns will be in the description box as always. So those are the 2 finishes, which I will be probably doing just a flat lay and some sort of like ornament style finish, or I'll just get like really tiny hoops. We'll see what happens. It's still a while for Christmas. I have lots of time to procrastinate. So next, what's better than a finish is a new start. Yay! So first is the Witchy Stitcher's Red Riding Hood. I literally saw this on her Instagram and I'm like, I'm getting that. So 5 a.m. Friday the 13th, I bought it. And I started it the same day, of course. It is like going to be a lot of block stitching. So what I like to do is like I'll do 1 thread of the black and then I'll go down here to do something else in the red, just to break it up a little bit. But it's also good to do like this block in stitching when like you just don't need to focus on your pattern. So yeah, this is going to be really awesome, and I can't wait for more to come out because they're going to be awesome. And as usual, I've been putting the title and my start date. So October 13th up there. So my next start is Rose Library. Yeah, it's quite big. I saw Crafty Gaming Jamie do this one and I just couldn't help myself. I had to do it. I started this one basically October 1st. I'm going to do a Flosstube extra kind of about how I feel about full coverage pieces. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, this is Rose Library and I'm doing this on a 20 count fabric, Zwiegart I believe. I got from Millions of Stitches, and I'm doing a 2 over 1/10 stitch. Just to make it go quicker. So there's that. And then my next new start is the Night of the Frost Dragon Sal. So you can see I've done quite a bit on this one. This is 16 count 2 over 1 full cross. I did dye this fabric myself. I would have liked the fabric to be a touch darker, but you know, you gotta live and learn when you dye your own fabric. Yeah, so this one's Flossy Fox Shop. And the Sal comes out the 10th of every month. So I did the full 5 days because if you remember my last video, I put in a schedule to do basically every other day. So day 1 is like my wipgo number 1. Day 2 is my choice of 4 projects. Day 3 is wipgo number 2. Next day is my choice of the 4 projects. And then day 5 is my Sal. So yeah, I do have to do 1 more day before the next one drops, just because I really want to keep up with the Sal so that, you know, I get it done on time. Because I want to make Rose Library my new focus piece. But yeah, that's that. Okay, so UFO time. I decided to UFO my gamer girl. Yeah, she is beautiful. I just wasn't enjoying stitching on her. I think I picked her up once in the last year that I've had her kitted up. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave this one packed away. Maybe someday I'll go back to her, maybe I won't. I don't know. But yeah, she's gone. Bye-bye. Alrighty, so for the rest of my whips, so I talked about my last schedule. Again, I just mentioned it, that each month I'm gonna pick 4 whips, either four that are chosen by me, because, you know, it's October. I want to be able to do Halloween stitching. So I've, of course, picked some Halloween stitching. And then the rest will be picked by my random wheel generator. So last month, Great White Christmas was picked in the random wheel picker. I wasn't in the mood for Christmas, and then Red Riding Hood dropped, so I kind of switched those ones out. So I put Great White Christmas back into my wheel, because I'm probably for sure gonna be doing that one November and December, so I don't want to work on it too much. So Red Riding Hood replaced Great White Christmas for one of my 4 pieces. So the other 4 pieces were my Haunted Cat mansion, and I only did 1 day on this guy. So I mean, not a whole lot. I just wasn't in the mood, but you know, it happens. So this one is a 2/110 stitch, and this is 20 count easy grid fabric. Yeah, it's pretty cute. It'll get done someday. You know, gotta have a cute needle minder as well. So next is Cross Stitch the Globes Make It Murder Style. Can't remember where I left off on this guy, but I did this one for 3 days. I worked on the hair and the sweater. And yeah, this one's gonna be a fun time. Oh, there's a random thread. And this is just a 14 count, a 3/1 full cross. And I'm gonna focus on filling in the girl first, and then I'll get to the cats. And they're gonna be horror characters, famous movie murderers. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I have to pattern that one myself. Okay, so then number 4 of my 4 choice patterns is the Stitcher's Grimoire. So I did basically the rest of the text here and the little ghosty over here. And I did that in 2 days. So this was actually a recent done, so that doesn't count for last month's goal tracking. But yeah, so this is Stitcher's Grimoire, and this is an 18 count fabric, and I dyed it myself. Again, I gotta practice my dyeing because I would have liked like some darker splotches of like the dark gray and just to be a little bit more vibrant, but I still think this will look really good once it's complete. So again, Witchy Stitcher, and it's the Stitcher's Grimoire. Okay, so next is my temperature stitch. I don't always show this one because I kind of forget about it, but there's one thing. As you see, I'm covering it up. As you can see here, I wanted to do a variegated thread because I didn't want to do the rainbow that the pattern called for. And I've never used a variegated thread before, so I wasn't careful when I folded the fabric or the thread, because it's 2/1 full cross. So it looks kind of muddy, and I really don't like it. Doesn't match at all. It looks so dreary compared to the really bright colors of the rest of the stitching. So I decided to change it to a white, and well, why not go out and do a white atoll or a white effects or whatever they call it. So I'm going to frog it all, and then I think I'm going to change it all the 2024 to the white light effects thread. So I think that'll be really good. I'm currently a month behind, which is fine because being a month behind means I can carry on. As you can see, if there's like multiple days in a row that have the same temperature or use the same thread, I'll just do it all in one strand, and it just makes it go by a lot faster. So I am currently working on September's numbers, but it's going by pretty quick, and I like this. This will be a lot of fun to finish. Okay, so my wipgo goal. So last month, September numbers, I can't remember the numbers, but the September ones were Arctic Fox and my video game sampler. So I, of course, finished my wipgo goals. I'm pretty diligent on that, but here's Arctic Fox, and I did 5 days on this one. So I focused a lot on, I did the outlines for a lot of these circles. The small ones I filled in. But I figured if I could do these circles and then at a later date I can just blindly fill them in while I'm like watching a movie or something. So some of these circles still do need to be filled in. And then I worked around the white here, and then I did fill the outline here. So I was watching a movie one day and it was just really easy to fill this in. So, and then I did also all of these. So I'm really happy with the progress I made on this one. I really feel like my schedule is really helping me get like some really good progress on pieces. So I don't feel like I wasted my time or, you know, just have so many whips that I don't get any progress. So, I mean, that's not going to stop me from making new whips. I mean, literally 10 minutes ago, I bought a new pattern or 4. So after this video, I'm going to be getting up some new projects. So enjoy seeing that next next Flosstube update. But yeah, so this is the Arctic Fox, and this is a printed fabric 16 count that I got in a YouTube giveaway. And the pattern is, I can't remember. It's in the description box, but yeah, I love it. NeedleLotDesigns, that's it. I really love her patterns. Fun fact, in about 2 months, she'll be dropping another, like a dragon on some books, and I'm doing that pattern. So, I mean, also new start. Merry Christmas! So next for wipgo was my video game sampler. Again, I got 5 days on that one. I mostly worked down here on all of this guy, and I got all these little pieces done. So I got quite a bit done on him. I really love this pattern. I feel like I'm almost close to 50% now. So this guy's gonna go away for a little bit. This is 14 count fabric, and yeah, I'm enjoying that guy. I just really, like, this is one of my pieces that have the most duns currently. Okay, so for next wipgo, the numbers were 8, which actually happens to be my Stitcher's grimoire. Which actually worked out because I'm like, how am I going to do, I don't want to do all my 4 projects as basically the same ones I did last month. So it kind of worked out that this guy was part of the wipgo. Back to wipgo, and then the second number, it was 17, and prior to the picking I had changed my wipgo board again. I do that a lot. Was actually picked Rose Library, so that's why I kind of started this guy instead of holding off, because I was originally going to hold off on starting it. Like, I'm not rushing on Rose Library. I mean, this is a 10-15 year project. I'm not rushing. I'm just going to enjoy the process. But yeah, so that's wipgo number 17. So great. And then for my other 4 pieces for my schedule this month, I am going to be doing my Nightmare Before Christmas piece. I got to get these done for Christmas, so I need, and plus it's Halloween, so it only makes sense. So this is Sally, and she is going to be in my 4 pieces, and then 0 is part of my travel whip, so he's in my purse I work on all the time. The next one for the 4, let's see, so I'm going to also do my Make It Murder Sal. And I'm going to do Red Riding Hood as one of my 4 pieces. And then I just did say this, but my Spin the Wheel, there's only 1 left for that, and I'm going to do Pokemon. So I didn't bother recording it because there's only 1. Not worth it. Alrighty, so I'm going to be doing the Flosstube extra in like a week or 2 to go over some like details of like my plans and just how I feel about all these really full coverage pieces. So, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. And I thank you for watching so much. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!